What's up, folks? It's the one, the only AJ's live of the respective angle. It's a pleasure to be behind this camera once again. I will not be before you long, but before we get into the topic, just let you guys know to just type in the respective angle show or the respective angle, and from there you'll be able to subscribe to our channels, like the videos, share the videos, make sure to share them, subscribe and share. Hit that notification bell so you'll know the next time that I come on live. Alright, we done got that out the way. Let's get into the topic. Larry. You know, your method of deflecting is very interesting. Yup, it is very interesting. Yet on another day, you come on your live to try to deflect. Not only you're trying to deflect, but now it's so ironic that you come on live at around the same time that Darryl Moore came on live. So what you trying to, deflect and create your narrative the way you want it to be? Listen, I paid attention to the video that you posted on live yesterday, and I asked you one question, buddy. One question and one question alone. Now it seems like you really are deflected, man, and you're getting very disrespectful with it too, man. But I will not rest, or I won't let up, because it's not just one account I have on YouTube. I have multiple. And the next time you go live, I'm gonna be in your comment section once again, asking the questions that need to be asked. You see, I see what you're doing gradually, but it's not gonna work out. What you need to do is, you need to come out with a story that's worth coming out with. And that story is what happened between you and your accuser. Then you try to come subliminally and try to tell the viewers, oh, the police, anytime somebody makes a police report about sexual misconduct towards a child or sexual violation towards a child, it has to have names on the thing and No, listen, man. There's a certified copy that's floating around right now. I'm not going to tell you whether or not I have it. Maybe. It's only one phone call away. I mean, although I'm in a different state, the accessibility to that police report is very simple. It's in North Carolina. It's public access. It's public accessible knowledge. And then what I realize that you're trying to do is you're trying to align yourself, or try to assimilate yourself next to Iyanla Vanzant. And what she said about not wanting that energy that she's been getting from her show. Is that some kind of way of saying that the energy that you've created, now you don't want it? If you don't want that kind of energy, you shouldn't have created it in the first place. That's what it is. But now you have to deal with the full effect. And then I see you trying to tell everybody, let go of the shit. Nobody letting go of nothing. Alright? Things happen between you and a 14-year-old boy. Since he was 14 all the way till 17 years old. As I said yesterday, you have a way of highlighting things that are in the publications according to you. And what's good for the goose is good for the gander. And at this point, my friend, you are the gander. The goose done got all the shots already. All the shots because you gave it out to them. And now it's your turn. So now you want to manipulate the situation or create your own narrative. And up till now, you still haven't addressed the situation. You're addressing all the other situations. You're apologizing to Darryl, what's his name? the Walls group kid, because he's living in his truth. And what's your explanation? You had a beef with the father, and you're talking about you can't be controlled regardless of how many cease and desist letters that he get. Whatever. I don't even care what it was. But I know you apologize though, and then you want to extenuate your apologies to the rest of the family via him, through him. It is what it is, man. It's coming out. The best thing that you can do is get ahead of the story. And when people ask you in your comment section about what's going on or what's being said about you, the first thing you want to do is have a block party? Oh man, you definitely have inflamed me to speak up about this one now. To report on this. Because there was a couple people last night who came over, including myself, who went over to your channel and asked certain questions. What did you do? Or if it was not you, because I didn't see your hand on the keyboard, if it wasn't you, it was your moderators. You see, it's like you prepared them to deflect for you. That's what you do. You prepared them to deflect for you. You see, someone that has nothing to hide will actually talk about the situation. If a gay man was coming out into the open and it's alleged that he was gay and he was actually ready to come out and say, well, yeah, that's the truth, he has nothing to hide. So he'll come out and say to the public, this is what the case is. You get what I'm saying? You follow? But the thing is I don't understand about you is you wouldn't even defend the situation. Maybe because it's true. And you don't know how to handle that situation. Because you know that if you come out and admit the truth, then everything that you've built is gonna go crumbling right down. I paid attention to a line that you said yesterday. The only person that can take down whatever that you built is Larry. Maybe you've done it previously from before, and now it's coming out to light. So, in other words, what you're saying is, if you confess to what the allegations are, then your show might just go all the way down to the ground, ground. Larry Reid Lies. Might as well be the new name of your show. I'm just saying, man. But right now, you looking real suspect. I can tell you that. You're making Darryl look very credible. You're making the cigar vlogger, as you named him yourself, stupid, very, very credible. It is what it is. And I cannot wait. I can't wait to see that interview. Now there are going to be some of your stooges, some of your followers who are going to be naive. They're going to be naive to the situation. They're going to be naive even when the person is interviewed. Because why? You are their God. You're their Jesus Christ. Or you're their Jim Jones. They will surely drink that Kool-Aid. But hear what? I know when to discern or when to differentiate sense from nonsense. The nonsense is when someone comes in your comment section, you decide to block them because they're asking about the factuals. Why not address the allegations that are being put towards you? You see, you spent your time to chase down most of these people, most of these folks that you want to expose to the public that's already been in publications already, sure, whatever. And you demanded answers from them. As I said yesterday, the shoe is on the other foot. It's on the next foot, which is your foot. And now you're deflecting like a mug. just deflection. Damn shame. What a horrible shame. Larry should be ashamed of yourself, man. The block party that you've been putting on, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Nobody can really ask a question pertaining to you, but you can report on people. You can chase down people for answers. And as it pertains to Jimmy Battles, you lied your whole self off yesterday. You lied. Good morning. Thought you didn't want to do this story because the Spirit of God told you. How about Bishop Jordan is associated with George Bloomer, which deals with the prophetology or the College of Prophets or whatever, and he told you wasn't to run the story. Audio came out with you trying to deflect the victim from ever even coming out with the story. Talking about you got to create a relationship with your accusers. That's what you did with your abusers. Sorry, that's what you did with your accusers, huh? That's just such a shame. But you try to create your own narrative, lie to your own people, and tell them this is the reason why I didn't do this with do the George Bloomer story. That wasn't the reason why. It wasn't the reason why. And maybe if it didn't occur to you that Jimmy Battles, he didn't say anything because he was so young and traumatized. Not everybody comes out into the open when they're abused. Just letting you know that right now. Not all the time a police report is going to be filed. Unfortunately for you, it has. I'm not even trying to be funny about it, but it has. Be respectful to your LRLers and tell the truth. So imagine all your LRLers now catch wind of this story. What are you gonna do? You're gonna block the whole entire LRL nation? I'm just saying. Then you're gonna have no show. Or no Reformation Inc., as you put it. And you just wanna piggyback off of what Iyanla Vanzant's point of view is? That's her life, that's her experience, it's not yours. Don't try to hide behind other people's excuses or hide behind other people's situational pain. That ain't gonna work out. If you're tired of the energy, that's your fault. It's your fault and your fault alone, buddy. Nobody else but Larry created that energy. All of a sudden, the voice of God came and told you, who told you you're supposed to be the voice of the victim? All of a sudden, when you've been just doing it and doing it and doing it back to back. Well, because it's a conflict of interest, because Jimmy Battle's story was a conflict of interest, that's the reason why you didn't decide to do that story. It makes a whole lot of sense. And after hearing that phone call, come on. Who are you really fooling, bro? Not me. As I said, you could be Jim Jones all you want. But I have a mind of my own to think on my own. And you're not the only one with the spiritualizations, bro. I'm in the earlies, I've always said something's up with you. Always. Always. Something just didn't seem right with you. You've been touched, you've been molested. I'm not knocking that. But you need some serious help because that happened to you, you did it to someone else. What did you say yesterday? it happened to you from since the single digit age to the double digits. And here we have it. You placed your eye on a young man that was in double digits from 14 to 17 years old. And of course, to you, it's going to seem like it's okay because it happened to you. At that point in time, you needed counseling from then, and you still need counseling now. All my advice to you today is you need to tell the truth. Tell the truth. That's all I can tell you. Tell the truth. Because right now, I'm advising LRLers to you have a mind of your own. Use your brains. Use your brain. Pick sense from nonsense. Oh, he said last night before I was a part of the block party was just deflecting. And it seems like he's come to a realization. I don't know if you watched my video yesterday, but I did say, don't you think that was going to happen to you in the first place? For all the stories that you've been running. I think you did watch my video. It was not till after that he came live today, last night. And want to explain all the people that he got caught up with, or not caught up with, but all the people that got caught up, and all the people that he had stories on, and stuff like that. Now he wants to change around how he does things. Because it's not working out for you. And as Darryl always says, you are becoming a liability to Bishop Jordan. Just as William McRae was. And in order to keep the gravy train, in order to keep the gravy train running, you gotta switch up things. Yep. What you should do is take your own advice. Take your own advice. And the energy that you need to put to rest, the story that needs to be put to rest, is the one that's coming out to light. You need to tell the truth, bro. Yep. You need to tell the truth. But I'm not worried because the truth is going to be told anyway. It's going to come out regardless. If I were you, I'd do that before the interview comes out. Because when that interview comes out, all hell's gonna break loose for you. The majority of your LRLs are gonna begin to see. Oh yeah, and I'm definitely reposting that interview when it does come. For sure. I'm reposting it. Everybody gotta see this. Everybody gotta see it. It's such a shame. It's such a shame that you highlight people and you abuse people. I mean, you highlight people and you accuse people, of things that you do yourself. But, you know, I support Darryl. I support Darryl in what he's doing right now. Because he's just feeling so led to do what he has to do. When it comes down to you, man. It is what it is. Hate it or love it, but the truth is gonna come out. It's gonna come out. So I would tell you, let me just do what I have to do here, because I gotta pick up these people. I'm gonna just tell you right now, Larry, good luck. Because luck is something that you need. You need a lot of luck. Because right now, luck ain't on your side. It's not on your side, bro. Don't worry. When I get in the studio, I'm gonna definitely have a discussion about this. Miami being on the road. I'm my studio too, but I got work to do. I got work to do in this whole good old. And to address this one thing, Darryl, I am not Jamaican. Don't let the dreads fool you. I'm Trinidadian. I'm Trinidad. Alright? Hi, good morning. I am from the beautiful Caribbean islands of the Twin Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. Just a simple dude. Wife, kids, 2 boys. So, people like you, Larry, you need to be exposed. You're watching these little boys. Alright? So, I'll definitely be staying tuned for, Darryl's live later on. You guys go check out over there at Darryl Moore, the Cigar Brother. Make sure to like, subscribe, share this video. Share the video. This has been AJ's Live. I gotta go. I gotta get out of here. Got work to do. Hear the kids in the background. Got work to do. Let me driving and vlogging. So until next time, guys, I will definitely be coming out with another video tomorrow, depending on what goes on tonight. Let's see if Larry goes live tonight too as well. If he goes live tonight too, then we know what time it is. Larry Reid Lies. Not Larry Reid Live, but Larry Reid Lies. You guys enjoy the rest of your day. Have a wonderful day. I'm out. It's AJ's Live.